We're making the pie dough for the quiche. So in here I have sugar, salt, and flour. Now if you use you want to use melted butter. If you use salted butter, you don't need to add the salt, but I use unsalted butter here. Now we're gonna make a pie dough, but without water. So right now I had half a cup of butter in there. Okay, you add enough butter so that way it becomes pliable, but not too much where it'll be watery. So right now it's at half a cup of butter. So just a little bit more butter. So I have half a cup melted butter already. Now I'm just going to do another tablespoon of butter to get everything together. Okay, now it's pliable. Maybe just a little bit more. Teaspoon of butter. So another teaspoon of butter and be really good now. Now if you made a mistake and put too much butter, just add a little more flour. This recipe is very forgiving. Okay, we're going to put the dough into the pan and be the easiest way. This will give you a very light crust, very flaky crust. So you're going to put the dough into your baking pan and then we're going to just press it with our hand. Okay, now we're going to bake this. As long as you pressed it in well. Now we're going to bake this. Bake the quiche shell for 10 to 15 minutes until it's set. This is going to be cheese quiche with a homemade crust. So in a big bowl, mixing bowl, you want to add the eggs. And then we're going to add the cream. You want to beat your eggs at medium to medium-high speed. You don't want to beat it too high because you don't want it to froth this up like whipped cream. Pretty much. Okay, this is how your egg mixture should look like. Smooth, there's no yellow. And you can hand whisk it. You don't have to put it into the beater to see how quick it was. Smooth. Once you take your crust out of the oven, it only takes 10-15 minutes. When it's lightly brown like this, it's good to take out. And now you're going to lay the cheese. You don't want to skip this part where you cook the crust ahead. It'll keep your quiche from being soggy on the bottom, because even though you bake this for about 45 minutes to an hour, the crust, if you don't cook the crust, it will not be crispy. You can put any cheese you like. So you want to layer your first layer of cheese. If you can add spinach and broccoli, ham, bacon, anything you want. Bacon, make sure you pre-cook it, and then you just sprinkle it on top so it'll be crispy. Don't put the bacon inside, then the bacon will be soggy unless you cook it nice and crispy. You just want a lot of bacon on top, you can do that. But right now, we're doing a cheese quiche. The most important thing about quiche is variety of cheese. The more like extra sharp, it gives you a nice flavor. And then you want creamy cheese like Havarti, Gouda. And you want a little spice. I already put like 2 or 3 slices of pepper jack. And it gives it nice flavor. If you don't like spice at all, you don't have to. But 2 or 3, you can't even tell it's spicy. Cheese in the freezer, just go right ahead and put it into this quiche. Now we're going to layer all the cheese. What'd you say, Lloyd? Yeah. For the quiche, very important that don't add any extra seasoning like salt. Anything with salt in it, don't add it, because your cheese has a lot of salt in here. So any cheese you have, just crumble it up. Now if you were going to put a filling here, you put 1 layer of cheese down, and then you put in your filling, and then you're going to even out with more cheese. besides extra sharp, I also like an Italian blend. Has everything in there. Bring your flavor out really nicely. Okay, you don't want to put your cheese over your pie pan here, because otherwise when you pour it in your egg filling, it can't come up all the way. So your cheese needs to be submerged. Now slowly pour the egg mixture into your quiche, because there's like air bubbles, or there's like spaces in between the cheese. So you pour it in slowly, it will gradually go down under the cheese. You can help it by also lifting the cheese as well. See? And then it will come down. But all your cheese has to be submerged in the egg mixture. Now make sure your quiche is on a pan with foil or Sillipat, because in case it bubbles out, it'll be a big mess to clean up. So you can cook this at 350 for between 45 minutes to an hour. You just have to check it. It goes into the oven at 350, and we'll check it, and we'll rotate the pan in about half an hour. So make sure it cooks evenly. It's been 30 minutes. Let's see. Wow, looks so nice. Time to rotate. $20 have passed. Let's check this quiche. Wow, look at that. Definitely, you don't want to wait the hour. Check it at the 45-minute mark. See, it's still jiggly. So what you do is you're going to turn off the oven. Turn off the oven and let it sit. Let the quiche sit in there for a good 20 minutes. Look at this beautiful quiche. Look at the crust. Nice and golden. Look at that. If it's jiggly a little bit in the middle, all you have to do is let it sit in the oven. Let's do the test. It's not really jiggly. Just a little bit. Let's sit, turn off the oven and let's sit in the oven for about 10-15 minutes, and you are ready to eat. Okay, half an hour resting in the oven. Look at that. Let's check this out. After resting in the oven for half an hour, looks good. The side looks good. It's not jiggly anymore. Let's shake this. See if it's jiggly. Nope, nice and solid. Let's cut into this. Look at that. So steamy, delicious. Look at the inside of that quiche. So fluffy. Let's taste. Okay, a little egg, a little crust. Crust looks so good. Homemade crust is the best. Mmm. So rich, flavorful from the onion, garlic, not salty at all. And depending what cheese you want, you can add scallion, spinach, broccoli, whatever you like. Bon appetit. See you in the next video.